Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Leg Drop the World. My name is Doc. This is my good buddy Judge.
I would prefer to be called Champion Judge.
This is my good buddy Champion Judge.
That's it. That's the one. That one ain't gonna wear it out.
And we are back to go over Hell in a Cell, our recap reactions to the pay-per-view. If you guys could take a moment and hit the subscribe button, the like button, and the share button, share it with your friends.
Share it with all your friends.
And check us out on social media, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter.
Yeah.
And please leave us comments, whether it's on this video or on Facebook or Twitter or Instagram. We would love to hear from you guys. So with all that stuff out of the way, Judge, should we talk about Hell in a Cell?
Let's talk about it.
All right. So our kickoff show, or the kickoff match, was Gable Jamin versus the Hype Bros.
They weren't very hype.
Chad Gable and Shelton Benjamin win in a pretty good match. Right?
Yeah.
I mean, it wasn't
great.
I mean,
but it wasn't awful.
I mean, it was a good kickoff match.
Yeah. Shelton Benjamin looking real jack, baby.
You look a real jack, baby.
Looking real jack, baby.
And then I mean, it was good.
Yeah, it was fine. It was it was a kickoff show.
Yeah.
It was very bread and butter.
Yeah. So then we get to the main card, and it starts off with the Usos versus the New Day in a tag team Hell in a Cell match. That was the curtain jerker.
It was so good.
It was a great match.
The best match of the night.
I mean, I don't know. I think I agree with you. It would have been better had it been further down on the card, just because
they needed it further down on the card.
Yeah, there was definitely a lull.
Looking at you, Gender.
Mostly because fan favorites lost all the matches.
Yes. Fan favorites did lose all the matches. The Usos won this one.
Yeah.
But, I mean, it really doesn't matter who won this one. It was a beautiful match.
Yes. So we have new tag champs.
So many.
And I went with the Usos. I really hoped that they would win, and they did.
I went with the New Day.
Yeah. And so, anyways, I was glad to see them win. But, I mean, the thing is they are a heel tag team. Yeah,
I went with the New Day, but I
wore the shirt, but went with the other guys.
Yeah, well, because they had mentioned that this was going to be the end all be all, so I was like,
why couldn't the Usos win that?
Then what's the New Day going to do?
They could do whatever they want.
I don't know.
Well, anyways, all right. So then we get Randy Orton versus Rusev. Yep. I went with Randy.
Who did I go with?
You went with Randy too.
No, I went with Rusev.
Oh, you did go with Rusev.
Oh, so actually, I think you might have won. We tied.
Get rid of that. No, you can hold it for now. It's okay. I'll let you.
We're just gonna put it right here in the middle.
Right
here in the middle.
This match was not great.
Boring.
It was pretty boring.
Boo City.
Especially with I don't know. It was a match.
And what's weird is that they had promoted this as Aiden English was going to be on Rusev's side, which is why I went with Rusev.
Yeah.
Wasn't there?
No. I mean, I can't really think of anything that stood out in this match.
No.
Other than the fact that there's really no one who sells the RKO better than Rusev.
No, yeah, that's correct.
Because a lot of times when he does the RKO, the guys just kind of go this way, right? Boom. Rusev lets his feet come out and then
kicks him up.
Yeah, like he kicks his feet up and then hits. It looks really good.
Yeah. Also, that Rusev probably isn't going to win any matches anytime soon. That also becomes a thing. I think that this match
I guess he could win. It's just that he's going to have to be in matches with people who aren't Randy Orton.
He's going to have to be in matches with people that aren't main stars.
Yeah.
So, like
if he starts feuding now with Aiden English
or Ty Dillinger.
Yeah, exactly.
He's probably going to win those, but.
Yeah. So anyways, then we move on to the triple threat match because it was just going to be AJ versus Baron Corbin, but during the pre-show, Ty Dillinger goes to Bryan Danielson, Daniel Bryan.
Whoa.
Sorry,
Bryan Danielson.
my bad.
Hello, indie wrestler Bryan Danielson.
And he asks, and they have this like really awkward exchange.
Oh, it's so
Daniel
awkward.
Bryan is really funny though. So, anyways, it turns into a triple threat match, and this match was actually pretty good.
So we had decided, hey, we're going to keep our picks, or are we going to change them now that we have this new information?
Yeah,
We decided that we would change them, but I continued to go with Baron, and I believe you also went with AJ.
yeah. I just stuck with AJ.
So we stuck with our picks.
And Baron Corbin
That
wins.
was correct. He's
Yeah.
no longer the lone wolf because I got you back.
Yeah, I mean,
Wolfpack
here's the
now.
thing. Here's my issue with making Baron Corbin the United States champion.
Mm-hmm.
It's right. So there are 3 heels that hold all of the SmackDown belts.
Yeah.
The
Well,
Usos.
4, if you include the
Cruiser?
if you include the women's.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, 4. That's right.
5 if you include the cruiserweights.
Yeah. So I think that's my biggest thing is like, who does the crowd cheer? Like the Usos do get cheers a little bit from certain people, but overall they get booed, especially if they're going up against people like the New Day.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I'm fine with Baron Corbin holding a championship. It's just that this climate,
Yeah. The heel
me.
climate.
I
Right
feel
now.
like they need to have a fan favorite holding a title.
Yeah.
I mean,
I agree.
They're already talking about how they're having poor attendance and stuff like that.
That's how you fix this.
Like, I get it. Have a heel hold a belt. That's fine. But continually squashing fans' expectations and having people leave not happy is not a good business model.
Well, and I think it really comes down to because SmackDown is going to be in Seattle 2 weeks,
Yeah.
I believe. And I don't know if I want to go just because it's like, well, how do I know AJ's going to be there? Like, if he had the belt,
Yeah.
AJ would probably be there.
Yeah.
If Shinsuke had the belt, Shinsuke's probably going to be there. If, these crowd favorites had the belt, then it'd be like, oh, of course I'm going to go. But, I mean, Baron is holding the U.S. title, so.
Yeah. I mean, it's one of those, like, things where, where is kayfabe, where is reality, right? If you're Baron Corbin, if you're the human being who plays Baron Corbin,
Yes.
you know that the character you play is a heel.
Yes.
And that you would expect to get booed,
Yes.
right?
Of course.
You want to create an environment where people get joy out of seeing you get beaten,
Yeah.
right? I mean, that is having a heel get his comeuppance is the draw, right?
True.
And so, anyways, I mean, it's like, okay, what I'm not saying is, I'm not saying Baron Corbin's a bad wrestler.
No.
I think he's a great wrestler.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that Baron Corbin's a bad person. I think he's a good person. I'm not saying that he's a bad heel. I think he's a good heel.
He's a great heel.
I'm just saying that you're going to lose eyeballs.
Yeah, I think the WWE needs to realize that they're going to start losing more eyeballs because
Exactly.
you've got the most prestigious title, which is this one right here, being held by Jinder Mahal, and then you've got everything else being held by heels that are not going to be all that great. I mean, not
or
saying that,
at least not get an
I should say
ovation,
that.
right?
Yes. Yeah.
Right. People tend to boo the bad guys.
Yeah.
And if the bad guys continue to win, people won't show up.
Yeah. Why would I waste my money to travel into Seattle where there's a ton of traffic?
Yeah.
To see a heel continue to win. To see Jinder Mahal win, I'm not paying that money.
Yeah.
Not doing it.
Yeah. So, anyways, that's my biggest thing. Is I think he'll be a fine champion, and he goes on Twitter and he talks about people hiding behind their keyboards and all this stuff. Like, I don't want to sort of brand myself with people who can't get past kayfabe.
Yeah.
Right. I understand. All I'm saying is that if you want a job, you have to create an environment
That's inviting. Like look
Exactly.
at what Chris Jericho would do when he was a heel. Like, people didn't like seeing him win, but he would create this environment. It's like, oh, even if he wins, I can still go and, like, boo him, and it's
Yes.
fun booing him
Yeah,
because
yeah.
he reacts with the crowd differently.
Yeah.
You boo Baron Corbin or Jinder Mahal, and it's just like, they're just like, whatever. Whereas Chris Jericho would be like, shut up, you stupid idiot.
Yeah. It's as much psychology
Yes.
as it is anything else.
They need
right?
to have more crowd interactions. If they're going to be a heel, have more crowd interactions that are like more, they're fluent, right? You would actually do that kind of stuff.
Yeah. So, anyways, let's move on.
Charlotte Flair defeats Natalya, but it's by disqualification, so
Yes.
she does not get the belt.
The story of the match was Natty was working Charlotte's knee.
Yeah.
It wasn't a great match.
No, there was a scary part
It was.
where Charlotte goes to the top rope to do a moonsault on the outside. Natty's supposed to catch her. I realized Natty never catches anybody.
Yeah,
Natty's not a catcher.
She's not. She's pretty good at being out of place.
Yeah. Charlotte puts all of her weight into her knees
Yeah.
when she lands, and it looks like it hurts a lot.
Yeah.
Natty runs, grabs a chair, and starts beating her up. So that's a DQ.
Yeah.
Charlotte wins.
Yeah. So it was not a great match, and it wasn't. I don't know. It didn't build anything.
No.
Carmella didn't come out and cash in.
I was kind of hoping that she would. Follow me on Twitter. You'll figure out that I was hoping that she would.
Yeah. So, anyways, let's move on.
Then we have Jinder Mahal with the Singh brothers defeating Shinsuke Nakamura for the belt.
Yeah. So he retains. So he'll move on to 140 days as champion.
Man, longer than AJ.
Yeah. This was not a good match.
No, this match was not very. Yeah, it sucked.
But that's starting to become the story of Jinder's title reign.
Yeah.
Is the guy who doesn't have good matches.
Yeah. The Singh brothers played a really good part in this, where they distracted the ref. They tried to pull Jinder out. Ref, Little Nate caught him,
And
then
ejected him.
basically like left the ring and was walking them to the back. And Shinsuke hit a Kinshasa, give Jinder enough time to recover.
Yeah. And
Before
so
the
Jinder
pin.
held on to the bottom rope. He gave him the Kinshasa like right near the ring ropes.
Yeah.
And so Jinder just grabs the ropes. Jinder
He sets up for another Kinshasa.
exactly, but he gets out of it. They wrestle a little bit, and eventually Jinder hits Shinsuke with the Colossus.
Yeah.
It gets the 1, 2,
It
3.
looked better. It looked better than the SmackDown's Colossus.
Yeah, it looked better, but it was also a clean win. So
Clean.
if
Without-
what you were hoping for
Yeah.
was all of the cheers and the crowd chants for Shinsuke Nakamura to die, that's exactly what you got.
Exactly.
Right? Like, what a way to destroy a wrestling character.
Yeah.
I mean, and I'm not saying that he can't ever wrestle again,
No.
but, I mean, it's a momentum killer.
Of course. And this, so now we have this lull, right? Everyone's crowd favorite has lost. Mm-hmm. And now we go into.
I mean, this was by far the biggest reception that anyone had gotten.
Yes.
During
this
their
was
entrance.
the big. Well.
And even during their matches, the crowd was really loud chanting for Shinsuke.
Yeah, of course. But I think they were louder during the Usos' New Day, I feel like.
Maybe. I think there were more chants, yeah. But
chants, I
but
guess.
I mean, like the ovation when they first came out.
Yeah.
I think
bigger.
Shinsuke got the crowd loved him.
So what they should have done is they should have moved the Bobby Roode Dolph Ziggler, which is what we got after that, with the New Day Uso.
Yeah.
So now you would have had this lull moment of people being like
Disappointed.
Wow, whatever, and then you would have had this fantastic match.
Exactly.
And it would have brought people back. I
Yeah.
think a lot of people were kind of checked out at this point.
Yes.
Because then we roll into Bobby Roode, Dolph Ziggler. Bobby Roode wins.
It's pretty silent. I mean, they do the glorious thing with him.
Yeah, but I mean, once the match starts, it just
Yeah,
It's
there
just
there
done.
was pretty. It was pretty low energy, and it wasn't a great match.
I didn't think it. Dolph didn't look like he was preaching. He was doing what he was preaching.
Yeah,
He was like, I'm a great wrestler. Well, it didn't really look all that great.
yeah. The pacing was just a little off. I mean, yeah, it just wasn't a very interesting match.
Yeah.
Um,
Also, there's a conspiracy theory that I started because Dolph Ziggler's foot hit the bottom rope on the last pin,
yeah.
so it should have been broken. Just saying.
Yeah, I don't know.
Pin didn't count.
The pin sequence was weird too. It was
Yeah, they kept rolling each other up and grabbing tights, and we saw butts.
yeah. Saw like pale white Ziggler butt.
Dolph needs to go back to the tanning salon with like nothing on, so
Yeah.
he can get a good even tan.
Yeah. So, anyways, Bobby Roode gets the roll up pin with a handful of tights.
Oh yeah.
And then as soon as he gets the win, Dolph Ziggler
Hits him with a
immediately
cutter.
gets up and hits him with the zigzag.
Yeah, the zigzag, not the diamond cutter.
And so, yeah, Bobby Roode couldn't even enjoy his win.
His glorious win.
They played his music, but Bobby was just like selling, and it's like, why?
Yeah, why play it?
Like
And
this
then-
was people want to cheer Bobby Roode.
Yeah.
Let them cheer Bobby Roode, but now it's like this confusing energy of like,
Oh.
his music is playing, but he's hurt. You know.
I think what WWE really wanted was for the last match to get boos,
Yeah.
and then for this match to get more boos, and then to send home everybody happy with the last match.
Yeah.
But what really happened was, first it got boos, got even confused boos, and then
Yeah.
the last match, which we're going to talk about right now, which was Shane versus Kevin Owens. I think Shane, your buddy Shane, put it the best. It was like, can we just hurry up and end this?
Yeah. That match could have been half the length that it was.
Oh yeah,
At least.
So they mix it up on the outside.
They mix
then
it up on
they-
the inside.
Then they go inside. They lock the cell door. They mix it up on the inside. They do their thing. A table gets broken on the inside. It's great.
Yeah.
Then they go to leave. Can't get it because, we dropped the key. Shane says, whatever, doesn't matter. I got bolt cutters. Grabs the bolt cutters. Struggles with the bolt cutters for a while.
Yeah.
Like a good couple minutes.
Then
Can't
they
get that thing open.
Have to move it to the outside of the cage.
Then
so
they got to move it to the
scuffle.
around to the announce table.
Yeah, so we get that, and then they work the announce table for a while.
Yep.
And then finally, Kevin Owens starts heading up the side of the cell.
Yeah, so Shane is on the table.
He's laid out.
Kevin Owens says, all right, I'm going to go up. So he goes up. It looks like he's about ready to jump off.
Yeah, he's having this moment of like he wants to jump off, but he's scared.
It's
And I thought it was
100%.
he did it really well.
It looked convincing. 'Cause
Yeah.
it looks, that thing is 20 feet in the air.
Yeah, I mean it would.
And you're landing on another human.
Yeah, he sold that really well, being scared, but it gave Shane time to recover. And scale the cell as well. So they both make it up there. They start doing a lot of stuff. It looked like they were trying to get that one panel they were wrestling on to like cave in.
Yeah, so there's one small, there's a panel, and there was a power bomb onto it. There was a back body drop onto it. There was
Power bomb, pop up power bomb onto it. Did you ever say
then
that?
there was a super kick with
A
KO
Russian
falling
leg sweep.
onto it. Yeah, they were trying
one
real
panel.
hard to
And-
pop that panel.
Exactly.
It was not going.
Yeah, and so then Kevin Owens goes to get down, so
Yep.
he's climbing down the cell, and Shane like headbutts him into the cell,
Side.
and Kevin falls off,
Hits the announce table.
hits the announce table. Shane gets down and hits him a little bit more.
Well, Shane's there. The EMTs are working on Kevin Owens.
Yeah.
They think he's really hurt.
And so
Shane says no, picks him up, goes to another announce table, clears it off,
"Yep,"
puts him on top of it, and then goes, all right, it's time, let's do it.
yeah. So he scales back up the cell. He does his cross. And as he jumps off,
Yep.
I didn't see it initially. As he jumps off, Kevin Owens moves out of the way. So Shane hits the announce table
Yeah.
full on,
Yep.
right? But then they show the replay, and
Kevin Owens didn't move. Sami Zayn moves Kevin Owens.
Sami Zayn, El Generico, grabs Kevin Owens and moves him out of the way.
Listen, Kevin Owens is great and everything, and like this whole thing was great, but Sami, like they show the replays, Sami like goes to grab his hand and they miss.
Yeah.
And so Sammy had to come in with the other hand to grab. And,
Yeah.
like, by this time, Kevin Owens is like, if I don't get up now, I'm taking an elbow to the face.
Yeah, yeah.
So Kevin Owens is, like, standing up as...
Yeah.
It's all Kevin Owens, basically, just trying to get up.
Yeah.
And then Sami Zayn's like, okay, I got you, finally.
Yeah, and so he gets out of the way just in time. Like,
If it would have been a second sooner,
Just-
Kevin Owens would have got an elbow to the face.
yeah. And so
20
then
feet
Sammy sells it really well of just this,
Yeah.
like, what have I done?
What did I do?
What did I do?
Yeah. You got
and
some
then
explaining to do.
exactly, and then he does it. He grabs Kevin Owens and puts him on top of.
Well, he pushes an EMT. So they're working on... The EMT and everybody's working on Shane.
Yeah,
And Sami Zayn goes, nuh-uh. Takes one EMT and pushes him away.
Yeah.
Like a heel does.
yeah,
And then grabs Kevin Owens and pulls him over, grabs the ref, flings him down on the ground, and
tells
says,
him to count. Yeah, and so the
He gets
ref,
a slow count.
yeah, doesn't want to do it, but he finally does it, and then Sammy does the same thing. You know, it's just like, you
What
know,
am I doing?
What am I doing? What am I doing? So what's great is that I can get a screenshot of it. I have to
hope
go
you do.
back.
I hope
And
you do.
someone was asking on Twitter last week, and it was completely unrelated to the Hell in a Cell match. They were just asking about Sami Zayn
Yeah.
because not everyone, but a lot of people were like, how can Sami Zayn not have a match on the card?
Yeah. How can he not be at the biggest match?
Yeah, and so someone asked, you know, what are the chances that Sami Zayn ever turns heel?
Yeah.
And I was like, the only thing that I can see that would be a convincing heel turn for Sami Zayn is his relationship with Kevin Owens. That's the only thing.
That's what we got.
That's what we got.
Best friends forever. Best friends go through, just stick to each other through thick and thin.
Yeah, stick with each other, not to each other. That would be a little weird, especially depending on what parts of their bodies were sticking together.
All right.
So,
Touche.
anyways,
Touche.
overall,
When they were up on the top of the Hell in a Cell,
yes,
I was so nervous. I was riddled with anxiety.
there was a lot of anxiety to be had because you were just waiting for it,
waiting for something
someone to
to
go
break.
through it or
Yep.
off of it. It was very scary, especially because Shane McMahon did not look like he was in good shape. He was sweating. He was tired.
Yeah. He did not look like he was ready
Yeah.
to be up there.
So, anyways, but overall, that match could have been way shorter.
100% time.
At
100%
least half.
shorter.
At
Yeah.
least half.
Well, it went, what, 30 minutes over?
Yeah, it
It went
did.
30 minutes over the allotted time.
Yeah. So,
It could have gone 15 and it would have been just fine.
yes.
They didn't need to go into the ring. Like, if you would have cut out all that inner ring stuff,
Yeah.
because nothing was told there.
No.
So,
Well, what's funny is when they finally get back out of the ring, you know, outside of the cage, they go back to Shane goes back to the punching, and it was exactly
where they started.
where they started.
Yeah.
They had gone around to where they were before. Just cut all that crap out.
Start from there.
So, anyways, Judge,
Yes.
overall, what are you going to give the Hell in a Cell pay-per-view?
I mean, really? We're talking really right now. I saw 2 matches, 3 matches. I liked 3 matches in this entire pay-per-view.
Okay.
Kind of want to give it a 5.
Okay.
6 maybe.
Okay.
I'm going to give it a 6. A 6 for Baron Corbin.
Cool.
What are you going to give it?
I'm probably going to go with a 3.
I just didn't want to be a Debbie Downer.
I don't want to either,
I liked 3 matches.
but I liked one match really.
Hold on. Wait. I liked The New Day,
Yes.
and I liked Baron Corbin.
Yeah.
I don't think...
I liked the finish.
I'm going to give it to... I like the finish to the actual Hell in a Cell pay-per-view.
Yeah. Really, when it came to wrestling, I really only liked the tag team match. The Baron Corbin, AJ Styles, Ty Dillinger match was fine, but it wasn't... I mean, I feel like I've seen that match before.
Yeah, you saw it at a house show.
Yeah, so I don't know. It wasn't like the quality of the match was fine. It just wasn't anything that I feel like that New Day Usos match raised the bar for the tag team division.
I'm gonna go with 4. I'm gonna give it a
But
4.
other than that, really, the Usos win and the Sami Zayn turn was the only redeeming factor in this. I think overall, I had 3.5 hours of not so great show.
And that's the thing, right? This is supposed to be one of the. We always talk about the top one, which is WrestleMania and SummerSlam.
SummerSlam, Royal Rumble.
Royal Rumble. Those are the 3 top ones.
Those are big 3.
And then there's the lower
Survivor
ones.
Series is good.
Yeah, but those are like the lower tier. Those are like the
Mid.
90s. Those are like the 90s
Yeah,
ones.
yeah.
Like if those ones are 100, these ones are the 90s.
Yeah.
And Hell in a Cell is always.
Yeah, it's a big one.
It's a big 90s.
It's a
one.
big deal. Yeah.
I think twice now, in 2 years, both Hell in a Cells have been bad.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know why. I don't
Yeah.
know if it's the matches. The matches are and the flow of the matches, right?
Yeah.
So if you move stuff around, I think it would have been great. Maybe if we could have got a 5, but
Yeah.
no. Cool.
Yeah. So there you go.
That's it.
You know, I mean, if you didn't watch the show,
Maybe just watch
there
highlights.
Yeah, you
Or
could
wait till
probably
Monday
just
to
watch
Tuesday.
highlights. The only match that was really worth going back and watching in full is the tag team match.
It's so good.
The Hell in a Cell tag team match, but
Man, they give him so much time too.
other than that, just check out the Sami Zayn turn because that was the only redeeming thing.
Yeah, watch the last 15 minutes of the Hell in a Cell.
Yeah.
Actually, I wouldn't even say 15
You could watch
minutes.
highlights of the Ty AJ Baron match, but you've probably seen something like it before.
Yeah.
So,
RKO,
anyways,
Rusev sucked. Yeah, all that other stuff. Yep.
yeah. Well, there you go. Thanks for joining us, guys. Again, if you could hit the like button, subscribe button, and the share button. Leave us a comment. Tell us your thoughts on Hell in a Cell. Check us out on social media, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter.
Yep.
We'll put links in the description.
I did good on Instagram this week.
Yes, yeah, we've made it a deal that you will be posting on Instagram, and I will make sure that we post on Facebook because, let's face it, we've been spending most of our time on Twitter.
Yes, we have. Follow us on Twitter because we're maybe we'll just ditch Instagram and go to Twitter.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll ditch
So,
Facebook.
anyways,
Anyway.
yeah. So we will. So we have this video.
Yep.
And then please come back and check us out on Thursdays. We release our Leg Drop the World videos.
Yep.
Every Thursday. And
yeah.
so unless you have anything else.
No, let us know what you guys thought about it.
Yeah.
In the comments, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, all that good stuff.
Please do. All right. Well, we will see you next week.